our free webinar offering with the title Rekindling, Renewing Your Passion at Work. Yan. Sa lahat po ng mga kasama natin ngayon, Happy Labor Day sa inyong lahat. Mayo 1, it's been what? We are now reaching our 7th week into the lockdown. Of course, if you are here in Metro Manila or are in the Philippines, and for sure, all of the things that are happening around us are impacting us. Whatever it is that you're doing, kung anumang trabaho mo, saang kumpanya or saang industriya ka man, apektado ang ating pananaw, perspective, at minsan yung passion sa trabaho. Pero gayon pa man, Happy Labor Day, Mayo 1, I'm sure that one way or another, kayo po ay talagang nakaka-relate, no, sa mga dinadanas ng mga manggagawa ngayon. For those who are joining us for the first time, for those who just recently discovered our webinar offerings, let me quickly go through our company introduction. The company is Learning Just Made Better, 4 letters, LJMB. We registered this in 2005 and we are now a 15-year-old provider of training programs and training solutions to around 300 plus organizations. Your resource person, especially if it's your first time to attend our webinar, is yours truly, Louie Banta, and you can see numbers that represent my professional experience on this quick slide. Kaya naka LJMB t-shirt po ako ngayon kasi holiday naman tayo lahat. And of course, we do not train just here in the Philippines. We also have a global footprint as we are showing here on the slide. Tayo po pinalad na makarating din at makapag-train ng mga leaders at managers sa iba't ibang panig sa mundo. Magaling talaga ang Pinoy at sa araw na to, we are also celebrating the Pinoy talent of our workers. Please refer to our offer of free 1-hour webinars to any company here in the Philippines. O pwede rin Southeast Asia. If some of you are joining from other countries, we also would love to offer you this free 1-hour webinar. This incoming week, we already have a full roster of about 20 plus companies who availed of our free offerings. This is LJMB's contribution to the ongoing chaos out there, and a lot of employees, leaders, and organizations are still trying to find meaning and order amidst all of this. Kaya po, yung ating mga courses dito, isang oras lang naman, pipili kayo ng isa, we will offer a free one for you. Either whether you want Resiliency 2.0 or level up your AQ or adversity quotient. There are also courses for leaders. How do you lead work from home teams? How do you facilitate teleconferences and video calls? Boost motivation and morale, coach employees, no? Yan po, mamili lang kayo. Talk to your HR, talk to your manager, talk to your business owner, or to your CEO, and refer them to our LJMB page. Patuloy na i-follow ang LJMB for our schedule of weekly free webinars. And of course, for specialized skills, we also offer webinars na may kaunting investment, affordable naman. Parang suporta na lang sa LJMB team na nagbibigay, nag-organize, at nagde-develop ng ating mga materials. Yan na po, tapos na po yung ating plugging. I'll now go to why we chose this topic for today. Isang selebrasyon na buong mundo ay talagang pinagdiriwang. The entire world is celebrating the labor force across the globe. It's really celebrating today. And in fact, May is the International Month for Labor. Pero alam niyo po ba, trivia, kung bakit May 1 or bakit buwan ng Mayo ang tinaguriang International Labor Month? Maybe some of you have done your research or you may have heard it somewhere. Pero ang origin po ng Mayo 1 at ang Labor Month of May goes back to 1886, when on May 1, in 1886, sa Chicago area, Haymarket, may mga manggagawang nagtipon-tipon. They organized themselves and they were protesting against long working hours. Yan ang istorya niya. At gusto nila, especially, understand that situation back then, these are workers who report to or do work in manufacturing plants. And yes, during those times, 18th turning to 19th century, the working conditions in manufacturing plants are really alayo po no, kumpara dun sa mga talagang certified standards natin ngayon. Ano? Kaya sila ay nagprotesta, nagmarcha in support of the 8-hour work week. Now, the police were observing the protesters and it went on for several days. May 1 nagsimula, May 2, May 3, May 4. Sa kasamang palad ng May 4, nagkaroon ng kaguluhan. Somebody threw a bomb that killed both the police and some of the protesters. And in retaliation, the police fired their arms and a lot of people were wounded. And because of that, ang Mayo 1 at ang buwan ng Mayo ay dineclare po na dedicated sa karapatan ng mga manggagawa. Yan po ang history ng Labor Day. O ngayon, may COVID. Fast track na tayo ngayon sa 2020. Of course, this may not be updated statistics, might be taken 2 or 3 days ago. Pero lahat ng nangyayari sa paligid natin ngayon because of the COVID crisis, the rising infections and death rates, and of course the pausog-usog na deadline ng quarantine. Ngayon, alam natin, May 15 dito sa Pilipinas. Of course, everything that's happening is affecting us and is adding to the uncertainty and to the anxiety that most of us and our employees are feeling. Pero itong crisis din na to, itong COVID crisis, ang isa ding nagpakita, nag-emphasize ng kahalagahan ng ating mga frontliners and our workers. And I may not be able to place all occupations that are considered as frontliners here, but of course we have the healthcare workers, we have the retail workers, security guards, the armed forces, at ang ating mga paborito, reliable na Grab, Grab Food, Lazada, delivery personnel who make sure who report for work, they report for work with all of the safety and security concerns around para lang po mapagsilbihan kayo, tayo, at ang ating mga pamilya. So tamang-tama, Labor Day, lahat po ng mga nasa labas o mga work from home na nagpapatuloy na sumusuporta, providing support services to our employees there, yung mga back office functions, mabuhay po kayong lahat para sa atin ang araw na to. Kaya lang, kamusta naman ang feelings natin sa araw na to? How are you really feeling? 6 weeks into the lockdown, magse-7th week na po next week. Hindi tayo makalabas. We were thrust into this work from home setup. We miss our peers. We miss going out. As I would always say in the past days in the webinars, we're supposed to be out there enjoying the sun or having our summer outing right now. How are you feeling? Because how are you feeling given all of this? You will really have the tendency to translate or relay that to your day-to-day work activities. Ilan po sa inyo ang magsasabi na ganito ang feeling natin? Ibig sabihin, masayang-masaya ka, you work from home, I don't need to go to the office. And even if we appreciate that work from home, para sa mga iba sa inyo na naka-work from home, na-appreciate natin yung you don't need to really get up as early as 6 a.m. or even before that and get dressed, prepare for work, and to endure 1 hour and a half traffic. And if you're driving, it's really worse. We don't need to endure that given all of this setup. May mga advantages naman po ang ating mga work from home employees na na-receive or na-experience ngayon. Kaya lang, of course, it's really that feeling of disruption, the normal life that we said we had before, the normality that we had, all gone because of this. Sabi nga nila, ang dapat natin antabayanan ng mga mangyayari sa mga susunod na linggo o buwan as caused by this extended lockdown would possibly be the effect on the mental health and the emotional health of each one of us in our employees. Because for sure, hindi ganito ang nararamdaman natin. Ako po'y pupusta. Marami sa atin ang nakakaramdam ng ganito. Or you find yourself, you can relate to this person here on the screen, ganito po ang mga keywords na nararamdaman natin ngayon. Tingnan nga natin ang mga keywords dito. And I'm sorry, praying for you if you lost your jobs because of this pandemic, if you feel worried, if you feel confused, if you got reduced pay because of this pandemic, tapos na-frustrate ka kung ikaw ay negosyante or entrepreneur na bankrupt ang business, no? If you were tired because of the same day in and day out routine, parang pare-pareho lang ang araw. Sabi nga, joke nga ngayon, it doesn't matter whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or even Saturday or Sunday, because everything is the same. And this feeling of being stuck at home is getting to especially our younger employees who are used to spending their weekends out there, traveling, or some of us might feel scared and hopeless because this virus doesn't have a vaccine yet. And if we look around, our hospitals and healthcare systems are still struggling to really contain this virus. Kaya naman, ito na, mag-share po ako ng ilang tips. I believe we have 9 tips here that we will share so that you can renew and rekindle our passion at work. Yung unti-unting na apektuhan ng COVID-19, anxiety or uncertainty, questions like when will we go back to normal, when will we go back to work, when will I see my peers again, when will we have customers again, when will demand for our products go up again. Yung iba naman sa inyo ay naka no work, no pay setup. Kahit na paano natin masisindihan pa, masisilaban pa. How can we celebrate our work given all of this today, Labor Day? Punta na po tayo sa ating 9 tips. The first tip that we want to share here is let's start with the easiest one, with a quick win. And we can have this quick win by really looking around and appreciating what we have. If you're getting demotivated from your work, if it is affecting your focus, if you're getting tired, and you're losing that drive to perform your whatever work responsibilities you still have, appreciate what you have. Para sa mga na-lay off po sa trabaho, kung meron naman, para din sa mga no work, no pay ngayon, but still, no work, no pay, but you are still employed, you are still part of an organization, you are still part of a company, appreciate what you have. Pinakamadaling gawin, kasi instead ikaw ay magpo-focus dun sa mga nakakawalang gana, dun sa mga negative na nangyayari ngayon. Salamat po, Lord. Salamat sa ating mga management teams. Salamat sa ating mga kasamahan sa trabaho. Salamat sa ating mga loyal customers. And I'm sure that some of you work with companies na meron pa talagang mga business, may client interaction. Salamat po sa lahat ng ito. Of course, from one person to another, iba-iba ang mga dapat nating pagpasalamat. Pero ako'y naniniwala, bawat isa sa atin, kung maglilista tayo ng mga dapat ipagpasalamat sa isang pirasong papel, you would be able to list down at least one. I think you can even list down 5 things that you can thank for given this crisis. Una pa lang yan, dagdagan natin. Punta tayo dito sa, of course, we started with appreciating what we have. Pumunta naman tayo dun sa what you enjoy in what you're doing. And of course, because our work and our companies are not perfect, especially during this time of crisis, it is also a chance for us to list down what we want to improve in our work. Dito natin. Number 1, ano ba yung mga na-enjoy ko sa trabaho? Ang na-enjoy mo sa trabaho, baka na-enjoy mo yung mga video calls with your teams on a daily basis. O baka na-enjoy mo yung kung ikaw ay part ng support team, ikaw ay nagbibigay ng mga continued services, advice. Kung ikaw ay part ng HR, I'm sure napakahalaga ng role mo ngayon. Kung ikaw ay part ng finance, no? Or anumang department, what are the things that you enjoy doing your work in this pandemic? Kung ikaw ay pumapasok dahil ikaw ay part ng essential services, nagkataong holiday ngayon at kasama ka namin dito sa webinar, humanap ka ng mga aspeto ng work mo kahit nakakapagod, lalo na kung ikaw ay essential services, no? Kasi kung ikaw ay working sa retail setup o sa healthcare, baka walang pahinga. Pero if you want to look at the service that you're providing to customers as a source of enjoyment, then so be it. Let's go to number 3. Number 3 is approach your job with a beginner's mindset. When we say beginner's mindset, tandaan mo, isipin mo, balikan mo yung panahon na ikaw ay new hire. Because, of course, if you take the 10 years mindset, and we feel that we all know things about our job already. Okay? Kung ang feeling natin ay, alam ko na yan, tapos nadagdagan pa ng complications ng crisis na ito, then we really need to go back to day 1 when we were in our day 1. Okay? And at the same time, because you're taking the beginner's mindset, learn something new. Okay? May mga nagko-comment dito sa akin, no? Babasahin lang natin ang comments, no? Okay? Okay, responding to comments of my some people here. Okay. Balikan ko po ito, ha. Learn something new. Ito nga, dito sa aking team sa LJMB, this is a new thing for us. Kung kayo'y nakasubaybay sa marami na naming webinars, paulit-ulit yun ang narinig to. Our first webinar was April 1. This is also something new to us. And you know what? Every time that I also deliver a webinar or a training through digital platforms like this one, ako mismo ay may natututunan kung paano mag-operate, kung paano, anong pipindutin, anong mga buttons to press, kung ako'y gumagamit ng MS Teams or Webinar Jam or Facebook Live. Ngayon, ano sa inyo? What is something that you will find new? What is something that you will learn in your job? Let's go to number 4. Find a passion project. Sa yung mga duties and responsibilities, maybe you're still doing the same thing, or are lucky if you are given a new task or a new role, because some of us, ang mga trabaho natin ay highly dependent sa equipment sa ating mga kumpanya, opisina, sa ating planta. Maybe you're given a new task to perform. Okay? So please find something new to work on. Please ask your immediate superiors. Please ask your bosses to give you something new to work on. Hingi kayo ng panibagong task. O kaya mag-suggest ka. Okay? Sabihin mo, boss, karaniwan natin problema to dati. Can I work on solving this problem? Tapos di pa natin na-document itong procedures natin sa aspect na ito ng ating operations. Can I do that? Tapos alam mo, gagawa na lang ako ng isang checklist para hindi natin nakakalimutan yung ating mga critical activities in our routine. What is it that you will find as a passion project? At yung passion project na yan, pa-approve mo sa boss mo. Let's go to tip number 5. Tip number 5 is connecting to the bigger picture. Bigger picture. Ano yung sinasabi natin bigger picture? Depending on your rank or level in the organization, of course, we do have our organizational hierarchy. Katulad ng sinasabi natin, the higher you go, the bigger the picture. That's why managers, middle managers, senior managers, top management, we would always say they have a bigger view of things, more long-term view of things. Kung tayo naman ay nasa supervisor or staff level, understandably, ang nakikita lang natin, ang naiintindihan lang natin ay ang ating mga respective job duties at job functions. At lalong-lalo na dahil tayo working from home, hindi natin nakikita talaga ano ang sitwasyon. It's unlike before where we may look at bulletin boards, we may look at whiteboards with project status. Kami sa LJMB, meron kayong mga TV na nandyan ang aming mga scorecards, nandyan ang aming mga dashboards. We may not have that facility now. Of course, you can share that online. Kaya nawawala minsan yung sense natin ng bigger picture. Bakit po ito ang napili natin picture dyan? Ano ba yan? Anong nakikita nyo? Tingnan nga natin kung visible sa FB. It's somebody, it's a laborer who is putting hollow blocks and cement together. Of course, hindi po ako technical, hindi ko naiintindihan yung trabaho na yan, pinanonood ka lang yan minsan, pag ako'y napapadaan o nakaka-observe na ko construction site. But, you know, or some of you know that there is a story about 3 workers essentially doing the same thing. May isang dumaan na nag-observe, na-curious siya, tinanong niya yung una, ano ang ginagawa mo? Ang sagot nito, hindi ba obvious, naghahalo ako ng semento at nilalagay ko sa hollow blocks? Hindi naintindihan nung nagtanong yung sagot kasi very task-oriented. So we move on to the second person who's essentially doing the same thing and ask the question, same question, Brad, ano ginagawa mo? And the answer is different. Ito ba? Ito, gumagawa ako ng pader. He's essentially doing the same task. Naghahalo ng semento, tapos nilalagyan ng semento yung hollow blocks, inaayos. Pero ang sagot niya, ako ay gumagawa ng isang haligi, ng isang pader, ng dingding, ng wall of a house. Pero hindi pa rin maintindihan nung nagtanong, what is the relevance of that wall? So he went to the third construction worker, the third laborer, who's also doing the same thing. And even if he doesn't have any output yet, hindi pa nakikita yung pader, ang dingding, ang sabi niya, gumagawa ako ng bahay. Some of you may have heard this story before, and it's apt to repeat it now, because sometimes, a lot of us workers and employees will just focus on what we are doing. The report that you need to finish, the encoding that you need to perform, or the number crunching, the computations, or ano ba ang job duty at description mo? Kung ikaw ay nasa restaurant, ikaw ay nagluluto, ikaw ay kumukuha ng orders. Okay? Sometimes, most of us will focus on the task, on the specific activities. At okay na sa atin, nagawa ko na ha, na-submit ko na ha, na-email ko na ha, na-send ko na ha, na-process ko na ha, not thinking that yours is just one part of the complete big picture. Na-send mo na nga, hindi naman nakarating sa client. So dapat, we need to look at our contribution to the bigger picture. The third type of laborer or construction worker is able to see his contribution to the entire output. Anong sagot niya? Ito, nag-aalo pa lang siya ng semento at naglalagay ng hollow blocks, gumagawa ako ng bahay. In a similar story, alam nyo, nung simulang tinatagang NASA sa US, of course you know the space agency NASA, and they were trying to put man on the moon. They were working on the first mission that will successfully bring a human being on the moon. Habang si President John F. Kennedy ay bumibisita sa office ng NASA in the 1960s, tinanong niya yung isang janitor, of course hindi niya alam na janitor, Wala namang hawak ng mga walis or pa-cleaning materials. So what do you do here? And this is a janitor who proudly said, and before I say the answer, we would expect that he might be task-oriented in his answer. He might say, I'm a janitor here, that's his position title. Or he might answer his job duties, I clean the facility, I ensure good housekeeping. But the answer of this janitor is not transactional. He saw the big picture. I am helping putting a man on the moon. Janitor po ito who's able to see the big picture. Maswerte tayo kung meron tayo mga leaders, meron tayong mga managers na laging na i-connect ang ating pang-araw-araw na ginagawa sa big picture. Maswerte tayo kung lagi na ipapaliwanag sa atin, and it's really very motivating to hear our leaders if they're able to emphasize that report, that proposal that you're making has to be flawless, because that means we will close this deal, especially critically in these times of crisis where most companies have zero or low sales. I'm talking about small, medium companies. And even big companies have big contracts na napopostpone. Pag sinabi sa ni boss mo, usayan natin dyan ha, kasi make or break yan as far as our finances are concerned. You're able to see the big picture. I emphasized quite a while here because I said that the first 4 are quick wins. Ano nga yung first 4 ulit? Number 1, appreciate what you have. Number 2, have a list of what you enjoy and what you will improve. Yung susunod ay take a beginner's mindset. Yes, dito sa number 5, isipin mo na yung ginagawa mo, kahit hindi mo nakikita ang mga kasama mo, hindi mo nakikita yung buong assembly line sa planta ninyo, hindi mo nakikita ang iba't ibang departments na nabibisita mo noon pre-COVID. And even if you don't talk to everyone else throughout the day, you don't see them through video, you are contributing somehow, somewhere along that value chain of activities as you service your organization's customers. Punta tayo sa number 6. Ngayon naman, nabanggit ko kanina, nami-miss natin yung ating mga kasamahan, di ba? And of course, we are social beings. In fact, one of our motivators at work would be our relationships with peers and colleagues, some of whom, if not most, have already become close friends to us. Diba? Kaya, pipiliin mo din ang mga makakaibigan mo. Pipiliin mo din ang mga pagdiditigitan mo. Pipiliin mo din ang mga makakasama mo. No? Well, it works in 2 ways. If you're the type of person na mas malakas maka-impluensya ng iba, if somebody comes to you lacking passion, nade-demotivate, nalulungkot sa trabaho, ano ba to, namimiss ko nang lumabas, I'm stuck at home, or let's make it serious. Sabi ng isang millennial na nakausap ko, sira ang career plan ko for the year. Oo nga naman, because pre-COVID, that was February and March, and this person is looking at the next 9 months or 10 months. This person wants to achieve several career goals that are make or break. If people go to you and they have motivation at work issues, make sure na ikaw yung mag-i-influence sa kanila. Because kung ikaw naman ang madaling ma-impluensyahan, nako, malapitan ka lang. Tapos ang response mo na, ay oo nga, gagatungan mo pa. Ako din, ganyan din ang feeling ko. Or you were positive before, you heard something from your peers, may nag-chat sa'yo, may nag-send ng Viber, o may nag-text sa'yo, or you're looking at company situation, or may nangyari sa isang meeting, naka-apekto sa'yo, make sure na maghanap ka ng mga kasamang makaka-neutralize ng negative feelings. Kaya, anong sabi natin dito? Seek out people who will continue to remain motivated, driven, and passionate in these times of crisis. Sa aking team ng 17 members, including myself, dahil nga nawala ng demand ang face-to-face training, ang live training, ang on-site training because of social distancing and the quarantine and the lockdown, lahat tayo nasa bahay, we have to really change our delivery methods to what you are now enjoying. We are now delivering our trainings in bite-sized pieces in 1-hour webinars like this through FB Live or through other platforms. And again, inaanyayahan ko nga ang inyong mga kumpanya, promote nyo sa HR, promote nyo sa mga bossing ninyo to avail of the free 1-hour webinar with LJMB. Just go to our Facebook page, LJMB Training, and then mag-inquire kayo doon, sasagutin kayo ng aming telesales nila Eliza, saka sila Jen. Kaya ako nabanggit yung aming team, sobrang busy namin because we had to really reach out to more people like you. Some of you are even first-time joiners in this webinar. And this is, again, part of our social responsibility. We want to reach out to more people and provide information and even inspiration during these times of uncertainty and anxiety. Kaya sa team ko, dapat lahat passionate. Kasi talagang we're finding new ways. Mag-iba-iba kami ng role. Nagbago kami ng business model, nag-restructure kami, nagbago kami ng proseso. Hindi naman namin dati ginagawa itong FB Live. So mga nag-a-assist sa inyo mag-register, wala namang ganyan dati. Doon sa mga gumagawa ng mga aking mga slides, no? Hindi ganito ang paggawa namin ng presentation materials before. Because as you can see, the font really has to be big. So we are also adjusting in the process. Beware of who you're friends with right now during this time of pandemic. Will you be with people who easily panic? Will you be with people who will even compound your fear and anxiety? Or will you be with people who can assure you and give you advice, give you guidance, or give you a reality check na, hello, stay at home muna tayo, appreciate what you have, be thankful with what you have, work with what you have. Yan ang mga naibibigay sa atin ng mga tao na focused, passionate, at driven. They really work with what we have. They work with what is within our control. Number 7, punta tayo dun sa next tip natin. Ano ba tong number 7? Create and appreciate your contributions. Celebrate and appreciate your contributions. Good if you have a manager who checks in on you every day. Good if you have a supervisor who asks you, kamusta? Anong update? Ikaw, kamusta ka? Kamusta ang family? At na-appreciate natin, no? Especially Filipino workers, itong pangungumusta. But, of course, our leaders in our companies also have their own concerns. Everybody, especially in this time of pandemic, has his or her own struggle. Hindi man natin nakikita yan. Hindi man natin na-appreciate yan kasi hindi naman ipapakita sa social media. Baka positive lang ang pinopost ng mga tao, pero deep inside may financial issues, may mga family issues, nag-aalaga ng may sakit, natatakot mawalan ng trabaho, natatakot bumagsak ang negosyo. Bawat isa sa atin may kanya-kanyang fears sa ngayon. And if we depend on other people to motivate us, then that can be even doubling the reason why we will get demotivated. Kasi demotivated ka na nga, tapos hihingi ka pa ng, depende ka pa sa ibang tao na hindi naman nakakapagbigay sa iyo ng encouragement or boost dahil meron din silang sariling concern. So the more you will say, wala na akong makuhang motivation. And then you will make that demotivation felt to your teammates as well on a daily basis. Kaya naman, be strong. If nobody's tapping you on the shoulder, then be the one. Raise your hand and think that other people also have their concerns, during these times of crisis, we need to be able to affirm ourselves and say, good job, you're doing fine, you're doing your best. Of course, it's not perfect. You need to work on some things that you lack. But day in, day out, appreciate, celebrate your wins, that completed report, that completed proposal, the conversations you have with your team, successful meetings, lahat yan, i-celebrate mo at i-appreciate mo. Kung wala nang ibang makaka-appreciate niyan, ikaw na lang ang mag-affirm sa sarili mo. Self-love ika nga. Sabi nga nila, before you can really take good care of others, you should take good care of yourself first. And one such way is to affirm and celebrate your contributions to the company. Number 8 is imagine your legacy. I'm down to the last 2 tips, tapos magra-wrap up na po ako. Samahan niyo po ako until 2:30 Matatapos naman tayo ng maaga, siguro mga 2:25. I'm on tip number 8. Isipin mo na lang, when this is all over, when this crisis is over, whatever you do today, whatever tasks you accomplish, whatever process improvement ang institute mo yan, ano man ang ginagawa mo na new idea na ini-implement mo para pagkatapos nito, pagbalik sa trabaho, sasabihin ng mga kasama mo, wow, inimbento yan ni, ginawa yan ni, inintroduce yan ni, idea yan ni, and that will be your legacy. Ikaw ay kikilalanin, people will recognize you for something that will improve operations, make things more effective and efficient as far as your team or company activities are concerned. O baka nga client or customer ang magre-recognize nitong legacy mo na inimbento mo or inintroduce mo nitong panahon ng COVID. Diba? Lalong-lalo na ngayon, sabi ko nga, there is no manual to help companies deal with this kind of pandemic. So tulungan din natin yung ating mga bossing, yung ating managers, yung ating mga leaders sa kumpanya. Kung meron kayong magandang idea on how, for example, how can we improve the quality of meetings, new services, or new products that we can do, mga pampataas ng sales, or improve ng operation sa panahon na to, yan ang magiging legacy mo. Kikilalanin ang iyong contribution pagkatapos ng crisis na ito. Number 9. Ni-reserve ko talaga to sa dulo, my dear friends. What is this? Know when to move on. Dahil sa 6 na linggo tayong naka-lockdown, mayroon tayong free time. Sinasabi ko sa mga previous webinars to use the free time for more productive activities like upskilling yourself, learning new skills, mag-YouTube ka dyan, magbasa ka ng articles, yung mga kahinaan mo sa trabaho dati, kung ikaw ay nasa food business, kung ikaw ay nasa pagluluto, anong mga recipe ang mas pwede mong paghandaan ngayon, anong pwede mong inventuhin. This is a time for reflection. Because we have free time, and because we work from home, we save 2 to 3 hours from the daily commute, depende kung saan ka nakatira at saan ka nagtatrabaho. You may spend time thinking, mahal ko nga ba ang aking trabaho? Do I really love my work? Do I really want to be part of this organization that I'm now in? And ganun talaga ang buhay. May mga oras na mapag-iisip natin. Lalo na sa panahon ng COVID. Although, hindi ito ang magandang panahon na posibleng lumipat dahil may mga job security issues. Pero sa mga iba, posibleng maisip nila, hindi pala ito ang passion ko. Posibleng maisip ng iba na mas bagay sa inyong maging entrepreneur. Di ba? Using ko lang yung ating camera dito. Sabi nga, sa panahon ng krisis, ay laging merong kasama or kaakibat na opportunity. At hindi ako magtataka kung meron iba sa atin, iba sa inyo, na makakaisip na, aba, okay itong business idea na to during this time of crisis. Dito nga sa aming community, I live in the South, masyadong maraming nagiging entrepreneurs dito, kung ano-ano ang mga binibenta ngayon, ginagawa sa bahay. I know of a human resources professional, nakikita ko sa kanyang LinkedIn ngayon, all of a sudden, bigla siya naging baker at nagbamarket siya ng kanyang mga goodies, ng mga cookies, ng mga cakes. Tingnan mo yan. Truly, in every crisis is an opportunity. Kaysa magmukmuk ka sa bahay. Kung in-implement mo ang tip number 1 to number 8 at umubra, good for you. Congrats. You can keep that passion and motivation at work. But if this crisis is teaching you something else and making you also think and reflect, I would like to acknowledge this reality. There is something better for me pa pala. I can still venture into something else na mas gusto ko. O kaya, na-realize mo, kikita ka na, mas mahal mo pa, mas passion mo pa. I am not discounting the fact that this time for reflection, we have time to think, we have time to plan, we have time to look at our future. And indeed, for some of us, this crisis is also an opportunity to decide to move on to doing something that you like better. Kaya lang, pag nagdesisyon ka dito, pangatawanan mo. Pagplanuhan mo din para hindi natin pagsisi. My dear friends, 9 tips on how you can rekindle and renew your passion at work. Yung number 9, no? Passion pa rin naman yan, di ba? O baka magalit sa akin yung mga ibang leaders at managers natin. Louie, you are inviting our employees to leave. Sir, ma'am, let's face it, people will have to make their decisions anyway. Yung 1 to 8 naman, di ba? Talagang nanenega, napo-frustrate. So if you do a combination of tips 1 to 8, pagbalik sa Monday or bukas, depending on your work schedule, focus na, mas mahal na ang trabaho, mas na-direct na ang energy sa pagsisilbi sa customer or sa kapwa empleyado. But let's leave this option. It is still about passion. Do not lose your passion. And your passion is not specific. It is not limited to a certain position. You can make a career change and still go to where you're passionate. And your passion is also not limited to a profession and definitely not limited to an organization. As I am ending in the next 4 or 5 minutes, ang isa sa mga paborito kong beliefs or quotation about work ay yung kay Khalil Gibran. You know, Khalil Gibran is a Lebanon-based author and artist. Nakilala siya noong mga 1920s, 1930s sa kanyang mga sinulat. Kaya some of the words here might really sound deep to you. Yung deep English, deep vocabulary. Pero gustong-gusto ko sa sinabi niya rito, and I always tell myself this one, work is love made visible. Ulitin natin. Work is love made visible. Bakit ko kailangan sabihin ito? Yung iba kasi sa atin, pag narinig ng work o trabaho, negative ka agad. Trabaho na naman. Work na naman. Pag walang trabaho, pag nag-apply, lahat sinasabi sa interview, yes, kaya ko po yan, no problem po, gagawin ko po yan, nagawa ko na po yan dati, maasahan niyo po ako, iharap niyo lang po ako. Pag na-hire na, nagkatrabaho na, maliit na bagay, minsan, nirereklamo natin. Nagkaroon pa ng concept na work-life balance, hindi ba? I would like to have work-life balance too. Sino ba ang hindi? Pero parang pag sinabi mong work-life balance, ibig sinasabi, life is good and work is not. Di ba? Pero ngayon nga, sa ating buhay, with technology around, alam natin na hindi talaga work-life balance eh. Dahil minsan, hindi mo talaga mababalanse. Ang kailangan, work-life integration. Sabi ni Khalil Gibran, work is love made visible. Ang trabaho daw ay pagpapakita ng iyong pagmamahal. Let's go through what Khalil Gibran is saying here. If you cannot work with love, but only with distaste, it is better that you should leave your work and sit at the gate of the temple at mamalimos na lang. If you break bread with indifference, you bake a bitter bread that will feed half man's hunger. If you grudge, kung ikaw ay merong sama ng loob dahil ikaw ay pinagtrabaho sa vineyard in crushing the grapes, your grudge will put poison in your wine. And what is it to work with love? It is to weave the cloth with the threads drawn from your heart, as if your beloved, your loved one, your family is to wear that cloth. It is to build the house with affection, as if your loved one were to live in that house. It is to sow seeds with tenderness, dahil ang kakain niyan ay ang iyong beloved. And life is indeed darkness, save when there is urge. And urge is blind when there is no knowledge. And all knowledge is vain, save when there is no work. And all work is empty, save when there is love. And when you work with love, you bind yourself to others, your customers, the people who depend on you. Kilala mo man sila o hindi, nakikita mo man sila o hindi. And it is also service to humanity, and therefore you bind yourself to God. Work is love made visible. Para sa akin, I get up every day, and the work that I do is really not work. It is love extended to my family, to my teammates, to audiences like you, and to customers. Marami nang nagsabi nito, iba't iba lang ang paraan, ano? Sabi nila, if you love your work, it is not work, it is passion. And this Labor Day, may I remind you, please, fall in love with your work. Pag walang trabaho, nagre-reklamo. Pag may trabaho, nagre-reklamo. Mas mahirap ang walang trabaho. At marami sa atin ang nare-realize yan sa panahong ito. Meron kang trabaho, mahalin mo. Fall in love with your work every day. Pasa natin ang mensahe na to sa araw na to ng Labor Day. Once again, thank you for joining me in this Labor Day Inspirations. Na-inspire kayo, please mag-comment po kayo. Bigyan niyo po ako ng feedback dito. Ano po sa mga tips na binigay ko, 1 to 9 ang nagustuhan nyo? At aling parte ng ating webinar ang nagkaroon ng impact din sa inyo? Kung gusto nyo ng 1-hour webinar, libre para sa inyong kumpanya, go to our Facebook page, inquire. Sasagot kami ng mabilis. Patuloy nyo kaming subaybayan sa LJMB Facebook page for our weekly schedule of webinars. Happy Labor Day! I'll hang around. It's 2:30. For those who need to leave, maraming salamat. For those who will hang around. Please indulge me with your comments. Babasahin po natin yung mga binibigay na comments sa atin dito. Yeah. Salamat sa mga nagpapasalamat sa atin. Salamat din sa inyo. Welcome at salamat. You love tip number 5, yung connect to the bigger picture. O si CG to, di ba? Connect to the bigger picture. Hindi mo man nakikita CG, di ba? Merong mission, merong contribution, yung napakaliit man na task na ginagawa mo. Okay, Via. No, kasama lang natin si Miss Via from GMGBS. Nandito siya ngayon, ano? Pamper, Learn, and Love. Welcome po sa mga nagpapasalamat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you also took screenshots of the slides. We will make the video available in our LJMB Facebook page. Share ninyo. Promote nyo po. I-share ninyo. Yan, nagbabasa tayo ng mga comments dito. Si Lizette, sabi ni Lizette, no? Work is love made visible by Khalil Gibran. Di ba? Nakaka-touch, ano? Di ba sa atin talaga, no? Work, hindi. Pag work pala, it's a show of love, especially for the other person na nakikinabang dun sa ating output. Si Mr. Jess Ocampo, kasama din natin dito. We have some friends who are watching. We also have some clients watching. Si Lizelle, my dear friend, is watching. Ang kapitbahay ko, si Jay. Tapos regular participant din natin to sa webinars. No? Kasama din natin dito ngayon. Rose, welcome sa yung pasasalamat dito. You said, very inspiring afternoon. Bell, saying, thank you for what you said. Appreciate what you have. And always be thankful. Ayan. O batiin ninyo mga co-workers nyo, co-employees nyo, happy Labor Day. And after our webinar today, you should have a different perspective sa inyong trabaho. Dapat pala pag narinig yung trabaho, hindi trabaho na naman. Dapat pala trabaho. Mukhang in love kayo, di ba? Kasi work is love made visible. Yun, si Rosemary, sabi ni Rosemary, appreciate, celebrate your contributions. Nanonood nga rin pala yung kasama kong gumawa ng slide dito, yung teammate natin sa LJMB, si Mark Oliver Nadal. Thank you, Oli, sa mahuhusay na magandang images at sa malalaking font size na talagang na-appreciate ng ating audience. Sabi ni Dayan, meron siyang sariling, tama, pinick up ko doon sa dulo, no? If you love your work, it's no longer work. It is your passion. Dayan, dadagdagan ko pa yan. If you love your work, it is not just your passion, it is also your mission. Ayan, meron tayong mga clients from Island Gas. Dexter, pakibati kami dyan. Regards to everybody in Island Gas. Si Cheryl, kasama natin si Cheryl ng GM Global Customs Classification Team. Mais ko na kayo, Ayan, salamat. Enlightening daw for employees who are work from home during this new normal. Tina, nakaka-touch naman talaga ang support, overwhelming, consistent, reliable support mo. Lagi kita nakikita sa webinars, no? At ang ating mga bank card family. Ferdy, nandito ka rin, no? Yan. So we understand if you need to log out, please await for the post and you can share this video. Request ko po sa inyo, i-share nyo pa, i-promote nyo para mas marami ang mas maging passionate, makapag-rekindle, makapag-renew ng inspiration sa trabaho. Lalong-lalo na sa panahon ngayon, talagang minsan, madaling mawala ng gana, madaling mag-give up, no? Yoko na. Hirap naman. Uy, greet daw natin yung pangkat PVAO. Ulitin natin. Sabi ni Ayen, greet ko daw ang pangkat PVAO, pangkat PVAO. You're here. Okay, hello sa inyo dyan. Salamat sa pag-attend dito. Sino pa magpapabate? Pwede na palang magpabate. Sige lang. Very inspiring ang comment ng iba. Inspiring po kasi ina-inspire din ako eh. Na-inspire din ako ng iba. Na-inspire nyo rin ako. Sa totoo lang. Balik natin kay Khalil Gibran, di ba? Nakaka-inspire talaga itong sinabi ni Khalil Gibran, Work is love made visible. Ayan po si CG ng pangkat PVAO, Philippine Veterans Office, serving our heroes, our veterans. At salamat sa mga sakripisyo ng bawat isa sa inyo. Meron din pala tayong mga clients dito from Henkel sa Henkel Asia Pacific Service Center, Jella and team. Hello! Please spread the word around. Marami pa tayong weekly free webinars na inspirational. Once again, pag shinare na po namin yung full video, kasama rin itong aking mga pa-comment-comment, share nyo sa wall nyo, share nyo sa page nyo. Passion is finding meaning in what you do. Tama eh. Di ba, Jemarie? Tama. Minsan ikaw talaga maglalagay ng meaning eh. Kaya huwag kayo masyadong mag-depend sa mga boss nyo, mga managers nyo. Kung okay sila, magaling sila mag-motivate, check. Kung hindi, you owe it to yourselves to be continuously passionate and motivated. Happy Labor Day sa inyong lahat. Kasama din pala natin ang mga Heartman Crew, Philippine employees. Kasama ko lang ito nung, kailan ba? Nung Wednesday eh. Sila Mr. Al Gomez, no? si Ma'am Nel, sila Micah, sila Sir Jeff Calambuhay, Captain Di Jose, sila Captain Salinas, no? Yeah, magkakasama lang tayo. Tess. Si Tess pala to. Okay. Lemuel, you're welcome. Maraming salamat din. Abangan ang full video. I-repost natin ha. Promise, i-share nyo ha. Paki-share po. Greet natin. Greet natin si husband ni Ma'am Amy, Mr. Jeffrey Tagle. Frontliner. Frontliner natin to from National Children's Hospital. Sir Jeffrey Tagle, you are one of the heroes in this. Kayo po ang totoong mga bayani, isa sa mga bayaning nasa labas dyan. Sir Jeffrey Tagle, Miss Amy Tagle, nako ha, paki-support talaga. Give your 100% moral support to your husband ha. At sa lahat ng frontliners sa National Children's Hospital at sa lahat ng mga hospital healthcare systems, sa lahat ng mga nasa labas sa ibang industriya na nagpapatuloy pagalawin ang mundo with your continuous services. O pwede nang magpabate. Sino pa mga gusto nyo ipabate? Dapat pala meron tayong dito. Dapat na pwede na tayong magano ng sponsorship, no? LJNV. Joke lang po. Char. Yung survey po, sa mga gustong magbigay ng feedback, yung survey nasa wall ng page po. Pakiclick lang yon, give us feedback, rate nyo po ang ating webinar na to. Si Ma'am Amy Tagle, no? Grabe, ma'am, ano yung sakripisyo ng mga nila Sir Jeff, ano? Saka lahat ng mga workers. Yung iba nasa logistics naman na patuloy na inaasikaso yung mga deliveries nyo ng essential supplies, natatakot din magkasakit, pero di kailangan tuloy ang mundo para sa kanila Tignan mo sila, yun ang kanilang big picture, yung paano tayo mapagsilbihan. Si Emma, no? Work is love made visible. Applicable nung panahon ni Khalil Gibran, 1920s. A century later, still very much applicable. Dami palang nanonood sa atin, ha? Marami ring humabol. So, once again, abangan nyo po yung pag-repost namin ng full video ng webinar, and we will make it public. You can share it to anyone. Please share it to your wall. Thank you. Maraming salamat. Nagpapasalamat kayo. Ako ang dapat magpasalamat. Si Mr. Eric Ebia of our loyal client Infinite O is also here. Di ba? Yung always green, yung kanina, yung always learn something and then make your mark. Build your legacy. Lahat ng gagawin mo, i-introduce mo yung idea dito. Yan will be your will be recognized as your contribution to the team. So, Eric, kita-kits tayo ng Infinite O Team next week, ha? Doon sa free webinar natin sa inyo. Okay, thank you, Maureen, for saying it was a great session. Nikki, you're welcome. Thank you as well. Sabi ni Jella, may the tips be shared as a one-pager too? Will share with my team. But so true, see the bigger picture and fall in love with your work every day. Dami pala tayong mga loyal clients dito. Meron din tayong mga bagong mga kaibigan. Nandito ang General Motors GBS, nandito ang RCBC Bankcard, nandito ang Island Gas, nandito si Infinite O, nandito si Henkel Asia Pacific Service Center. Who did I miss? We also have newfound friends doon sa PVAO, doon sa Philippine Veterans Office, ha? So patuloy nyo pong subaybayan ang Facebook page ng LJMB Training for our weekly announcement. Hartman Crew, of course, nandito nga rin pala si Hartman Crew. And we're planning something naman for their seafarers, di ba? So, wala, talagang ito ang ating means of communication ngayon. So, more webinars to be offered. Pinabati ko rin si Alyssa Rica Pera. Alyssa Rica Pera, nagpapabati po. Nasa ano po yan? Nasa may Nueva Vizcaya. Hello, Alyssa. Sino pang gusto magpabati? So, tapos na raw yung iba sa sa survey. It's 2:45. Thank you for staying with me even 15 minutes after we officially ended. Uy, 190 members na tayo. 190 members na tayo. So, isi-share po natin tong video natin dito mismo sa page na to. share din natin to dun sa LJNB Facebook page. At pag shinare na namin, please do share it and promote it so that others can watch it too. Baka meron pang gusto makipag-usap po sa akin. We have na 193 comments, no? Okay, grabe yung init ngayon, ano? Sarap sana mag-beach, no? Isipin na lang natin na nasa beach tayong lahat. Okay, nandito pala uli si Maria Polidario. Nandyan ka uli yung mga loyal followers natin sa ating regular webinars, no? Share nyo promise Promise nyo ba sa akin? Promise nyo sa LJNB team, you will share this video. Promise. Marami pa rin tayong kasama ngayon. Yep. So for those who just recently discovered us, please talk to your HR, talk to your training managers, talk to your business leaders for our offer of a free 1-hour webinar. Dami nating comments Tapos may 9 shares na tayo. Paki-share nyo naman po. Sige na. Share natin tong video na to. It's 2:48. Let me end this broadcast. Once again, Happy Labor Day. Maraming salamat sa inyong pag-attend. See you sa mga free 1-hour webinars that we offered to your companies. And see you in our weekly free webinars. Promise, share natin to